we're going to demonstrate how to prone a patient on the same surface using the ZSlider. So this would be manual application, and this is only recommended for your smaller patients. I'm going to take a regular pillowcase to secure the patient's arm to his torso so that it doesn't wind up getting caught underneath the patient while we pronate him. And during the pronation, I'm going to also monitor the other arm to make sure it's the same, doesn't wind up underneath the patient's torso. What we're going to be doing is getting the ZSlider. The arrows are going to be pointing laterally, sideways on the patient, so that we can get underneath the draw sheet, shift the patient as far as we can to one side of the bed, and then a bicep curl to get the patient turned. We'll explain more in detail as we do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pillowcase underneath the patient's torso. As I said, this is just to secure the arm and prevent it from being caught. So it goes under, over, and under again.
So on this side, we're going to take the draw sheet and fold it over some.
I'm not manually turning the patient, I'm just providing a hold here so he can place the ZSlider underneath.
I'm going to take the ZSlider and place it underneath the patient.
If you push down and under, they slide under the patients pretty simply. You're not looking to get it completely under the patient, just a good amount.
Okay.
I'm going to cross the patient's legs in the direction of rotation.
Okay.
Going to shift the patient to one side of the bed.
On your count, ready?
1, 2, and 3. Now that we have the patient to the edge of the surface, I'm going to take another draw sheet and a ZSlider. I'm going to place the ZSlider underneath the initial draw sheet. I have the arrows aligned laterally, and I'm going to take another draw and put it underneath the initial one. So once Hector has completed the pronation, then we'll be able to use the new ZSlider and draw sheet to get the patient properly centered on the surface.
Okay.
Alrighty, got his arm.
Excellent. I'm going to remove the old ZSlider. I'm going to remove the old draw sheet. Straighten out some of the ZSlider here, and then pull through the new draw sheet. And then we can center the patient. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. Now you still have a ZSlider underneath the draw sheet, so we can use it to return the patient back to their original position. After completion of the transfer, please remember to remove the ZSlider from under the patient. This completes the process of proning a patient on the same surface using the ZSlider.